This is the ultimate showdown of the two best gimbal webcams currently out there. So right here we have the Insta360 Link that was released approximately 1 year ago. And here we have the new OBSBOT Tiny 2. So which is the best and which one will win in terms of tech, footage qualities and features? Let's find out. Let's start with a side-by-side comparison of the build. That's the footprint. As you can see, the Link is a bit smaller while still having a 3-axis gimbal system though. On the other hand, the Tiny 2 only has 2 axes of rotation. We are missing the roll axis, and that means no automatic horizon leveling. This needs to be done manually. The 3rd axis of rotation will give the Link a clear advantage because, for example, it makes it possible to rotate the gimbal into a portrait mode. So you can shoot without any image loss. If you want to do the same on the Tiny 2, you need to crop in hard to go from 16:9 to 9:16. Lots and lots of sensor area that is lost in this mode. And when it gets to the weight, the Link is a little bit lighter, and that's maybe a hair better for traveling. Well, in any case, it's probably not terribly important if you ask me. But yeah, these are the sizes and the weights. Lastly, the Link has a built-in clip for mounting it on a monitor or on a screen for that matter. The Tiny 2 needs an additional clip for that. Now when it gets to the price, the Link has come down in price a bit since this is no longer a brand new release. So that's the price for the Link and that's the price for the Tiny 2. So not a big difference, so let's move on. Before we get to the video quality, let's talk about the AI features briefly. Both cameras have great AI features, fairly similar also in terms of performance. The only thing that stands out for the Link is that it still can track you in the portrait mode. In terms of sensor size, the Tiny 2 wins, but even though the sensor is bigger, the actual image quality is fairly similar. And what's more, Insta360 provides better color science and it's also sharper. And on top of that, the Link also offers an HDR mode for better control of the highlights and shadows of the image, ensuring that the background isn't blown out by a nearby window, for example. Definitely nice to have. When it gets to the ability to focus, the Link is hands down the winner of this contest. I have never seen a webcam with such autofocus prowess. The Link is incredibly fast and accurate no matter the lighting situation, no matter the conditions. The Tiny 2 is good, but the Link is in a league of its own. So now let's get to the audio quality. I'm currently recording a 4K video with 30 frames per second, and we will also use this audio segment to pixel peep a little bit. So right now we are listening to the Link, and right now we're listening to the OBSBOT, and now let's go for a zoom. These are the default settings straight out of the box. As you can see, the Link is sharper and has a better saturation and better color science, while the OBSBOT has a softer image and it's not as sharp, so you definitely need to sharpen it in post. Once again, here we have the audio of the Link, and once again here we have the audio of the OBSBOT Tiny 2. Insta360 Link and OBSBOT Tiny 2. As you heard, the built-in dual and noise-cancelling microphones are performing amazingly well. Very little noise, just great microphones. The Tiny 2 has a remote control, and honestly, when you're far away from your PC during a presentation, for example, then this is quite handy to have actually. Both of them have great gesture control, but just pressing a button is more low profile, I think, so OBSBOT got you covered on this front. But did you know that Insta360 also has a remote control? And what's more, you can actually use any smartphone or tablet for it. You can activate this new feature with this button on the top to the right, click it, then this code will appear, scan this code with any device, and then you can control the gimbal movement through a web page basically. Absolutely genius. You can also use this for zooming it. There is basically zero latency. Your movements will get translated instantly. You can also zoom in and out, and you can also set presets. And that's a super handy feature if you ask me, and I like it even better than a physical remote. And then there is also a special feature that only the Link has, namely the touch key. Right here you can press this area, touch sensitive, and you can use this button to reset the camera. Like the AI features, the software is kind of similar. A few things to mention would be the number of presets that you can program. The Tiny 2 only supports 3 preset positions, while the Insta360 software allows up to 6. You can store up to 6 preset positions, camera positions. Other than that, when it gets to the software quality overall, Insta360 is an absolute powerhouse on the software side. So we're talking better stability, less bugs. It's super user-friendly and they keep on improving the software constantly. These are two great webcams, to say the least. The whole webcam space has come along quite nicely, and OBSBOT did a great job catching up to Insta360, but as you saw, the Link still has the advantage thanks to the 3-axis build and also thanks to the great software. So as the video quality is very similar, I would still recommend the Link, the Insta360 Link, over the OBSBOT Tiny 2, especially for a comparable price. But again, both of them are definitely trippy. Check out the product links in the description if you're interested. I will list and link the best deals for you. But before you go, smash that like button, then subscribe, ring the bell and click all to never miss amazing tech magnet videos. That's it for this one. Enjoy your day and I will see you soon.